What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? Big Cheds coming to you live here. You must think I'm crazy doing a video on Labor Day, but I just wanted to say what's up and give you guys a quick update, maybe 15-20 minutes. You can find me on Twitter, of course, at Big Cheds. I'm not an advisor, just someone who likes to talk about crypto, and I love studying charts. I'm happy to teach you what I know. My good buddy, you can find him on Twitter at Big Jonas. Sometimes we'll do shows together. He also has a very nice one-on-one mentoring program, if you want to check that out. And lastly, I am a proud teacher and analyst, a teacher over at Bitcoin Live. It's the best-in-class educational platform for crypto. Essentially we put out a lot of unique learning materials as well as timely alerts. Check out our webinars to see what we're all about, what we offer individually. 6 great teachers for the price of 1. Let's talk Bitcoin, homies. So what's going on here? I usually show you guys 12-hour chart. Decided to show you a 4-hour chart. Check out that shooting star, or check out that, you could also call this a gravestone doji. Let's pull those up here for my friends who are watching at home. Now, most of you guys who watch me regularly, you know what these candlestick terms are I throw out, but I always like to assume that you have no idea, and I'll show you anyway. So here's a gravestone doji. So it looks like we had a gravestone doji here, September the 2nd. Now there is a very tiny real candle body, but it's close enough for us to call it a doji. You could also make an argument as well for a shooting star. So both of those are bearish reversal candlesticks, very heavy volume on it. We're trading within that range. We have been unable to break it since. So we're seeing some bear follow through on that. It could just be a short-term signal though. So, essentially the bigger trend I talked about yesterday was this 8 EMA, this green line. So on the 12-hour, we're going to continue to watch this 8 EMA. Zooming out, we have higher lows on Bitcoin. Price has been moving up nicely, responding to this pinch, and we're watching this green line to see if the strength can hold. Let's go right to the chart requests. I know that's what you guys are here for. So someone named Ashish Jain is asking for XMR. Let's take a look here. And I love butchering your names, so I apologize, but I really don't. That's some nice volume on Monero here. What's notable to me, so let's take a quick look, folks. What jumps out to me on this breakout, when we broke this level here at 17.5, there's really nice volume on the breakout. That suggests we'll actually see some more continuation. Notably, look at this area here. This is all an area of heavy traffic, heavy resistance that it broke. But look where it stopped. It stopped right at the next area. So it's interesting. These things are rather logical. It broke this area. It went right up to this next area of traffic around the 19.3 level. So this likely will consolidate and probably has one more push in it. I'm short-term bullish on that. K. Let's do ADA for K. K-A-Y. We're looking at a 12-hour chart here. So I had this yellow line. I've shown prior multiple rejections. We have a new one here, the 4th rejection. Let's put that right there. So we had a 4th rejection here at the yellow line, the EMA 34, and that's bearing itself out. So it's still pretty weak, but on balance volume is recovering nicely. I think this will, and its price is flattening out. I think we actually see this probably bounce to the 1600 level in the near future. It's just a hunch. XRP for Matt, M-A-T-T. XRP, happy to do it, sir. XRP. So, I mean, we're still trading above very important support. The very important support is at 4,400 level. We tested it on this long-legged doji August 31st. We're trading above it, but we're showing weakness. We're kind of hugging the lower Bollinger Band, unable to break EMA 34 here on this pullback. RSI shows it's probably going to go lower before it bounces. Just keep watching this level is what I would keep watching. This 43, high 43s, 4,400 level. Keep watching that. XRP. So for someone named Expressive is asking for NPXS. Let's take a look at NPXS. All right, so it's doing pretty decent. Looks pretty decent actually. So we were notably, this is a key level here at, wow, 24 Satoshi. That's pretty much worth nothing. But this 24 Satoshi level right now seems significant on the 12-hour chart. We broke under it and finally broke back above it, and it's held as nice support for now. This last volume candle still halfway through it. Excellent volume. Stochastics crossover, OBB spike. Let's just kind of zoom in the 4-hour and see what's going on. So really, we just had some massive volume, kind of breakout volume, heavy loading volume. This will probably consolidate further, but this is a very good sign for bulls. I will leave it on that note. Let's see. Next, we have Jason S. is asking me about Ethereum, ETH, USD. I'll go to, let's go Bitfinex. So Bollinger Bands are pinching, but notably we're trading under very important resistance. So I've highlighted this before, and that was pretty easy to spot actually. So if you look at the lows, August 11th low, 305. And then you can go a little bit lower right there. So price tried to bounce above it August 22nd, could not. Tried to bounce above it August 29th, could not. Tried to bounce above this line August 2nd, cannot. So a pretty clear resistance line for now. I think if we get 2 candles closing above this line, that will be a nice signal. You can note we had one back here, a temporary break above and a pullback below. It's called an upthrust. We had an upthrust back here on August 18th, short-term bearish until we break above this line, 303.60 roughly. Break above and close for 2 candles in a row. Let's take Aaron Noble. I think I did TRX last night. I don't know that much has changed, but I'll do it again because I just happened to read your request. So we're trading within this very key area. We're consolidating. We have a series of higher lows and a series of lower highs. So the price is going to decide right now. These circles are where I anticipated the oscillator's moving to, and it looks like it's playing out just exactly as it did in my last video. Go back and look. So it seems to be leaning towards a bearish break on this consolidation pattern right now. So I'd be very careful, but there's still some time as long as TRX is maintaining that candle close above 344, 345, and 344. So right in this range, 344. Yeah, and we haven't closed this candle yet. So far we've maintained a close above 344. They're still halfway through this one. This is very close to breaking bearish, but the bulls still have a chance. So keep an eye on that. Let's take a look at Ongoloid. You gave me 2. I'll just pick one. Dash. Let's do Dash. Dash BTC. Nice bullish consolidation. Bull pennant, bull break, and now we're forming another potentially fall. Here's a potentially falling wedge that's just bull breaking. Keep an eye on it. Let's see if it's important resistance. Yeah, this is probably going to go probably should go a little higher before it slows down. I'd anticipate this to continue to like the 3,300 level. I believe I put an alert, a successful alert on this on Bitcoin Live. Pretty much, I'm sure I did. On this bull flag or bull pennant when it broke out. So let's keep an eye on that. I'm still short-term bullish on Dash. Neo for Dajit Kaur. Neo. Okay, Neo 3124. It is trying higher lows, and we were able to break above this recent resistance. Now let's get rid of that. And we'll get rid of that. And a little bit more right here. So let's go ahead. And the highs from August 17th, we're going to go ahead and keep an eye on those highs. We're right there. So we're kind of close to a breakout. This is very much worth watching. We're seeing a nice trend with the oscillators, with the stock RSI, the RSI, and the OBV. I am short-term bullish on this as well. This looks like a nice move. However, it's also plausible to see it rejected here. So we'll have to keep an eye for a hard rejection, some type of a big red candle if there's some big sell-off. But I would watch this level closely. We're pretty close there. Let's see who is next. We did EOS for John Johnson. EOS. And once again, I want to thank you guys for joining me. I love having everybody show up. I appreciate the energy, and I hope you guys are enjoying these little short updates. If you are, please leave a comment. So this is an important level. Notably, at the end of July, when we were falling, we found support here at this, low 9s level, 950 roughly. Eventually, we broke under it. August 9th, we came back and we tested it and were rejected. August 29th, finally broke through, but now we're still back under. So we need to continue to close above this for at least 2 candles. This is just right now, it's in the middle of a really good fight between bulls and bears right now. And I think this could go either way. So I definitely want to see this continue to close above 9054 area. I'd probably give bulls a slight edge though, just if I'm being honest, just because we've cleared this low here, high from August 17th. Just, it's like a 55% bullish, I think. Juan Robles. Let's do DGB and maybe one more, and then I'm going to go back to Bitcoin. We'll call it a day. DGB, see, it's similar to EOS, except we're still holding above this key level. So, or barely. We're pretty much, this is a really important level to hold. So note prior resistance, once broken, it's going to become important support, and that's what we're dealing with right here. So we have the resistance. I mean, these lines don't have to be exact, but you get a sense. From August 17, 18 resistance, August 28 resistance, we've broken it. And it looks like we're having a little trouble holding above it. See, and this is really nice ascending buy pressure, but this long-legged doji, bearish follow through. So give it a little time to consolidate if you're a bull. I want to see the unbalanced volume tick up a little more. But really, you have a very clear level to watch, which is this level we're at here, 429. In these types of situations where you have the pullback, when it bounces and it fails and it bounces and it fails like it did twice, like I said, or even 3 times, August 15th, August 18th, and August 28th. Once it breaks that level, you really want to see it hold. And when it doesn't hold, you're looking at what's called an upthrust, which is a bearish signal. This is the last one. We'll do Storm for Gordon. Hey, Wai Seng. And I'll wrap it up with Bitcoin, and you guys can get back to your barbecues and beer skis, broskies. Storm has some nice accelerating bull volume. There's a particular candle right now, a long-legged doji, or maybe even a spinning top. Isn't I would say not super encouraging, but the volume is excellent. If I zoom in, I'm going to see probably some more signals. Okay, we have this high wave candle, potentially a shooting star forming here, but not a lot of volume behind it. Still pretty bullish. Still definitely pretty bullish. This just might need some time to consolidate, but I think bulls are making some moves. Clearly, what's notable is you broke the high from the August 27th high, but what's next? You want another clear signal? You watch the high from the August 18th candle right there at 155. So very, very important test. Why is 155 important? It's not only August 18th high, but it was also the low from August 3rd. You see that pullback? And then it was resistance, and then it was resistance, and it's still resistance. So Storm has a key level to watch, which I think makes it a pretty easy play when you have it set up like that. We are back to BTC on the 12-hour. Very nice volume on Bitfinex. We do have our shooting star candle, which is the most volume, which is heavy volume, and the most volume really for quite a while, since the middle of August on this 12-hour chart. So that's our most important current signal. These following candles are all within the range of this shooting star. So we're going to keep an eye on that. RSI, though, the way it's been peaking, pulling back with these higher highs, that kind of does suggest, though, another pop. So, even though the shooting star can be interpreted as bearish, looking at this RSI, this OBV, I think it probably pops once again. So we'll be looking for maybe even as high as 78.20. So let's just keep an eye on that. Let's just keep an eye on that. I mean, normally if the RSI was more topped off on the 12-hour, I'd be thinking that that it probably won't push again and the shooting star will hold. But I think we'll see a break of the high of this shooting star probably in the next day or two. Folks, you can find me on Twitter. I am Big Cheds. I love interacting with you on Twitter. Please feel to reach out anytime, any questions. You can find my good friend Big Chonas on Twitter. He's also on YouTube at Big Chonas. He does a lot of updates. If you want to do one-on-one mentoring, he has a program that you might be interested in. I am one of the 6 teachers and analysts on Bitcoin Live. It is the best-in-class educational platform for crypto. You get 6 different takes, 6 different styles of wisdom, and we're each really, we're really trying to look out for you, and we're trying to help you learn. We're teach you how to fish. I don't want to give you a fish. I want to teach you how to fish. That's kind of what I'm all about. So you can see our webinars and check out what we're all about. Excitingly, we now have a monthly option and also a quarterly option if you want to check that out before you commit to a yearly option, which is the best savings, obviously. You can find a link in this video. But on that note, I want to thank everyone for showing up today. It's been a pleasure. And I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.